It's time for Story Time with Steve. And here's your host, Storytime Steve, with another story.
Hello, and welcome to Story Time with Steve. I'm Steve with another story. Today's tale is all about two of my favorite things, learning and camping. It's called Tommy, the technologically terrible T-Rex. Okay, friends, who's ready to read? Our story starts with Tommy, the technologically terrible T-Rex. He's at his favorite campground. He's ready to terrorize everyone there. Oh, but poor Tommy. Setup is so difficult. His little arms just cannot reach the controls. This makes Tommy so angry. What's a dino to do? That's when Tommy realized he needed Rapid Camp Plus from Thor Motor Coach. Here's how it works, Tommy.
Let's take a look at the main control panel. We'll get into how all the features and functions work. But first, a quick look at how the control panel is laid out. You have the main touchscreen, and there are a few items to pay attention to here. This is the Bluetooth icon. It needs to be there and visible. If you can't see it, your system is not connected. You have your Wi-Fi signal strength and the time. This gear gives you access to a few settings we'll go over later. You also have little icons on the screen, starting with the one on the left. Pressing this takes you back a screen. This takes you to the home screen of the tablet. Pressing this shows you the most recently used apps. Here at the bottom, you have 4 light bulbs, a button that reads EXT and RET, 2 arrows, and an LED screen. So let's start with how the home screen works. Simply tap it to fire it up. You can hit the home button at any time to come back to this menu. This gives you the basics. Think of these as shortcut keys. You can see your tank levels. Water is here. This is your gray. This is your black tank level. Tapping this gives you quick access to your light menu, or tap here to turn all the lights on or off. You can see your thermostat and current settings, or tap here to go to your climate page. Pressing here turns on your water pump. Moving over to the left side and working down from top to bottom, under Home, the water droplet is where you monitor your tank levels. This is the button for your slides and awnings, and if equipped, your overhead bunk and your electric stabilizing jacks. The thermometer is for your AC or furnace. The light bulb controls your lighting inside and out and in your storage bays. The lightning bolt is for your power and your autogen start. The fan is for your vents and fans. Here's the fun part. Let's touch each of these buttons and see how everything works. A tap on the water droplet brings up your tank levels for your freshwater, gray, and black. A line to the top means it's full. If it's at the bottom, that means the tank is empty and it reads empty. Press here to turn your water pump on. If your motorhome is equipped with tank heaters, this button turns them on. The next button down gives you the power to put out your slides, awnings, and if you have them, electric stabilizers and an overhead bunk. Everything is clearly labeled. Retract or extend, raise or lower. Hold the extend button down until the slide wall is fully extended or the awning is all the way out. Hold the lower button until the jacks are where you want them or the bunk is down. If you let go of the button, that item will stop. To bring the wall or awning in, hold retract. To raise the bunk or jacks, hold the raise button. The next button down is a thermometer, and this is how you adjust your climate. It's just as easy to do here as it is at home. The small number at the top is what the temperature inside your motorhome is. The larger number is your thermostat. Simply tap up or down to set it to your desired temperature. So let's get comfortable in here. Mode allows you to choose from heat, which is highlighted in red. Cool and auto cool are highlighted in blue. Now, cool only uses the AC units to cool you down, whereas cool auto uses both the fans and the AC to keep your coach at your desired temp. Fan speed allows you to choose just that, your fan speed. You have high and low. Touch the light bulb to open all your lighting options. Your lighting zones are clearly labeled. From this screen, you can turn them on, you can turn them off. Slide the bar to dim the lights. Whatever you have selected will go on and off next time you tap the light button from the home screen. The lightning bolt is your power menu, and you have a number of features here. This is where you turn your generator on or off, set the autogen start, check the battery voltage for both your house and chassis batteries, and you can see where the propane tank level is. To fire up or stop your generator, hit the start or stop button. When it is on, you will see that it is running and how many hours are on it. To set the autogen start options to your preferences, tap the button. This screen comes up asking to confirm this is what you want to do. Simply swipe to OK. Energy settings is where you choose and change your AGS triggers. Your options are battery volts, climate, or both, and you can adjust these in a number of ways. With battery level, you set the minimum voltage the batteries reach when you want the generator to fire up. You also set the goal voltage you want the batteries to reach before the generator shuts off. Now keep in mind, when AGS is looking at the system voltage and the coach battery voltage, it will use the greater of the two to decide whether to turn the generator on or off. Here's how runtime limit works. Minimum is how long the generator will continue running after the target battery voltage or temperature is reached. Max is the total runtime the generator runs to hit your goals. If they are not reached by the max time you set, the generator turns off. For climate, the goal is the temp you have set on your thermostat. Quiet time is how you set the parameters of when not to fire up the generator, like overnight or other times you do not want it to run. You can turn the feature on and off, choose your start time and your end time. For this, you're going to want to set the time on your Rapid Camp Plus unit. This is done through the settings button on the main screen, and we'll go through the entire screen here soon. The last button down is your fan button. You will see the location of your fans, and from here you can raise or lower the cover if it has one and turn your fans on or off. You'll also notice a number of buttons on the bottom of the panel. 1 through 4, the ones with the light bulbs, are light switches. Touch them and they turn on lights in different areas of your motorhome. The EXT and RET buttons are for extend and retract. These work in conjunction with the LED panel right here with the orange abbreviations. A is awnings, B is bunks, J is jacks, S is slides, and OF is off. You simply hold this down to turn the system off. Let's take a look at B1 for example. By pressing the EXT or extend button, the bunk will lower. By pressing the retract button, the bunk will raise. You can do this with slide walls, awnings, and your electric stabilizing jacks. PA stands for pair. These are the letters you need to look for when you connect your phone or tablet to use as a remote. This works with both Android and Apple devices, and here's how easy it is to do. First, download the RV Master app to your device. Tap the arrow until PA shows up. You'll see this screen asking you to pair the devices. Press the EXT button. The letters PA will flash, and within seconds, you're connected. You can connect up to 3 devices, but you have to connect them one at a time. This is the same method you're going to use if you need to pair the touchscreen to the master node in the event they disconnect. There are setting menus on your main screen with your apps and the home screen of all your controls. By tapping this gear, you bring up this menu. This is where you can see your Bluetooth connection, change the temperature reading from Celsius to Fahrenheit. You can check the batteries in the wall-mounted remote units located throughout the coach, and we will show you here soon how to change these batteries. About gives you all the info on your particular Rapid Camp Plus unit. You can even download a user manual. The settings gear on the main screen brings up your internet connection. You will need this to update the firmware on the unit. To connect to Wi-Fi, tap Network and Internet. When this page pops up, tap Wi-Fi. Now find your network and connect. You will need to create or sign into your Google account. This will automatically receive updates and notifications. You can head back to the menu and find the Apps and Notifications menu here. If there is an update, it will show you in the top right-hand corner of the RV Master app. From this menu, you set the time and date. Tap Time and Date, set it how you want. You can also set this to Automatic Date and Time, which uses your location. Simply tap the item you want to change and have at it. To replace the batteries in the wall remotes, simply pop off the cover and install a 2032 cell battery. Put the cover back on. Now, if the switch becomes disconnected, press the arrow on the main screen until you see PA. Now press the RET button. On the wall switch, press any 2 buttons at the same time. Now tap EXT on the main panel and your switch is once again connected. In the event your display is showing 88 on the menu, that means there is a system error and you'll need to contact your nearest service center.
Rapid Camp Plus made Tommy so happy. He was able to set up camp so fast and so easy. He had plenty of time to eat everyone at the park. The end. Yes, I love this story too. Well, that's all for Story Time with Steve. We'll see you next time. And remember, for more owner's resources, visit thormotorcoach.com.